What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back with a video on the channel, and today no one's gonna care about this. I'll get to these in a second. We made mango habanero chicken drumsticks. They're actually boneless. You can see I took the bone off as usual and give you one little sneak peek at one of these. Look, that's the skin right on the top. So let me just take you through the process real quick. What we did, we took the chicken off the bone. I got a picture of I needed both of my hands with this because like it's way too hard to handle these freaking drumsticks. But all you're gonna do is, you're gonna clean off your chicken, and then you're gonna just take a really sharp knife, or you can use poultry shears. I used a sharp knife, and you're just gonna cut right at the bone, or on the top and the bottom, and just cut around until it comes off. It sounds more complicated than it is. Just make sure your knife is sharp and obviously be careful. Once we took those off, we patted them all dry and then we put it inside of a Ziploc bag. I added some G. Hughes mango habanero seasoning, that's the marinade, as well as just garlic powder, onion powder, some salt, pepper, and some baking powder. Let that marinate for about an hour or so. You can do overnight, but I'm always just kind of doing things on the fly. And we put that in the air fryer for about 30 minutes at 350, not 370, 350. These cook a lot faster, but I like mine just a little bit. I know people don't necessarily agree with it, but I like mine a little more on the burnt side. When it comes to the skin, I just like the flavor. And then we've got our noodles. I have got some orange ginger G. Hughes as well as some garlic. And I just put that into the pan with a little bit of oyster sauce, and then we added these noodles. I love these noodles. I keep using them repeatedly now. They're just in the Asian food section, and these are stir-fried noodles. I forget which noodles they are, to be honest. We just added that to it, tossed it up, and then we added some fried rice seasoning, which I love, as well as just a little bit of chili flakes and some mixed vegetables, obviously for the health. And we put that on a plate, and away we go. Nobody cares. I know that's why majority of you are not here, but that is the dinner. It's a real, for me, light dinner because we have these. Now, everybody's been asking me to do these, and they're so hard to find right now. I happen to run into two of these at Walmart. So we've got two of the Little Debbie's. We've got the oatmeal cream pie as well as the Nutty Bar. I swear to you, the Walmart I went to, it's a little further away from me, about 8 miles away, which isn't that crazy far. It's in Secaucus. That's the only place that usually has stuff when they have limited edition stuff. They didn't have any ice cream on any of the in any of the frozen freezer section. So I'm about to leave and I see a dude roll up and he's got like the giant, pallets filled with ice cream. And I just walk up like I'm like inspecting. And he was like, "Yo, you need something, boss?" And I'm like, "Yo, y'all got any Little Debbie's?" And they had only these, oatmeal cream pie and the Nutty Bar. So I found these. I still can't find the other four. A lot of Walmarts, which is these are where you usually find them, I tried other stores, are like empty right now. I know people talk about the supply chain. I'm not gonna get into all that stuff, but I can't find them. I'm looking, I'm still looking. We got two, and because I only had these, I gave away half already, but I didn't let myself look at it. So they're halfway empty, but I swear to you, I wouldn't lie. I have not seen what's going on in here, but I'm super excited. Oatmeal cream pies actually for me are one of my favorite snacks. I'm gonna do these first because I don't want my ice cream to melt. So anybody who doesn't, you don't need the timestamp this time. I'm just gonna move it to the side. Give me like, you won't even notice. Let's do it. We got the oatmeal cream pie, Little Debbie's. I said this, I love oatmeal cream pies. Like I ate them so much at a point that I actually got sick. When you have too much sugar, because I had an entire container of them. I don't know, as I got older, oatmeal creams, I guess once you hit like 25, you turn into oatmeal cookie lover. So let's see what. This is already kind of melted. I don't even want to show y'all this. Hold on. Bro. I'm gonna get you a big scoop. Do you see any oatmeal cream pie in here? How about in here? I'm halfway through the thing. Look, I didn't get robbed. There's hardly any in here. That's kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. It's already starting to. All right, let's just go with this. Okay, I like oatmeal cream pies, and I just got like a chunk of one, so it kind of made me smile, you can see. do I say this? Okay, you can't say it tastes bad, but it's like just mid. I feel like there's no chunkage in here, and ice cream for me is about the chunkage, the mix-ins, whatever you want. I call it the chunkage. I've always called it that, and there's just not a lot in here. So I personally feel like you could make a lot better version of this by just adding cinnamon sugar to vanilla ice cream and then getting some oatmeal cream pies and cutting them up and throw them in here, and it will be a lot more than this catastrophe right here. I'm gonna try to get one more piece of this just because I like oatmeal cream pies, but let me see. They're pretty big pieces. I just feel like it's not enough to warrant me going crazy for you. I'll keep it a buck. I wasn't really excited about these for this reason. I feel like you could literally just make these yourself, all of them, because when it comes to this ice cream, I'm gonna try a piece of this ice cream real quick. Honestly, like, you get a little hint of that, but like it's not strong enough to say you can just use vanilla ice cream and chuck some oatmeal cream pies in it. It's good marketing. It's gonna make all of the content creators and people who love the food, love the limited edition stuff, go crazy to find it. But go to 7-Eleven, get yourself oatmeal cream pies, vanilla ice cream, and stir it up, and you probably get the same thing. So this is just mid to me. If I have to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably just give it like a 4, because it's just mid and a little bit below mid because of the hype and the disappointment. It's underwhelming. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's not disgusting, but like, you can make it yourself. I'll move on to the nutty bars. Jeez. Ironically enough, one of my other favorite snacks I got all the time as a kid, honey buns, and this, nutty bars. It's a peanut butter flavored wafer. If you never had one, Little Debbie's like the goat for me. That's, growing up in a little kid in the city, you get to, if you know, you know. Anyway. That's what I'm talking about. Look, the difference, Ba. Look at that. Look at this. And then that monster. Come back. Spin back on. Nothing. Whole lot of something. I feel like I'm doing it. Look at the difference. Like, this is what I expect. How can you have the same? All right, whatever. I'm not going to. Just let me get in here. A lot of chunkage. I like what I see so far. Just give me chocolate and a little peanut butter. Like, maybe some wafer. All right. Getting a wafer, Okay. Got a wafer. A wafer. Getting a chocolate. Little bit of peanut butter going on. Look at a piece right here. Look at a piece. Got a piece? See the chunkies? Can y'all see? I can't. I'm trying not to break the damn thing, but. Okay, look, I'm gonna just take it off the damn. Look. That's a chunk. This one. What happened? Why is this and then that? Alright. This one is a W. There's a lot more of a swirl. You can see it over here. Every time I'm getting a good amount of mix-ins. And it tastes like nutty bars in here, little pieces. Could you make this with chocolate syrup, vanilla ice cream, and nutty bars? I ain't got time for that. That just had some oatmeal cream pies in it. This has a, I'm not trying to do all that, but they did it for me. And this piece right here, give me this, Bobby. Okay. Ooh, look. Oh. You see that? That's what I'm talking about. This is what we want when we get ice cream. I don't know who the hell we is, but you want me and y'all get it. This one's way better. Way better. Way better. Get that piece right. You feel me? Now I feel like I bought something worth it. Let me get one more. That's a dub. This one's a dub. Hold on, piece right here. See that? Okay. You feel me? Pieces of nutty bar going on. All in there. Nice amount of swirl. It's not just vanilla ice cream with nutty bars in there. I just chucked this thing halfway across the room. This one's much more of a W. It's not a perfect ice cream, and I think they still lose points because you can make it yourself. But being that as a 4, I'd probably give this about a 7, or even a 7.5, closer to an 8. I enjoy this one, and I would get this pint again. Of course, it has more calories. You know why. But W, if you're going to get any of these two, I'd suggest you get the nutty bars, unless you have a peanut allergy. Then, don't get any of these, to be honest. W ice cream. All right. If you were here for the food, stick around. Otherwise, I know most of y'all are here for reviews. I'm not going to hold y'all. I love y'all. We'll be back soon now. Our real ones. What is up? Nice to see y'all again. We've been doing a lot of different reviews and the showdown. Appreciate y'all with all the love on that one. The real ones that come around for the boring food and stuff, you know, just to chop it up. How have y'all been? I already explained what we're doing, so I don't have to already. Come get this chicken with me. Y'all see this? That's what we're looking for. This bite is going to be. Sometimes you just need it. Sometimes you just need it. I needed the chicken. No, the Chicken King. That's how I roll. Okay. This is the noodles. I swear, if you find these, you'll never go back to eating ramen again because they're like the same, not even the same price. We know ramen's a trench food. These are like, it don't matter. Y'all don't give a shit. Y'all really want to know? Hold on. A pack with 2 pouches is like maybe $3. But it tastes way better than ramen. Obviously, ramen's like a quarter. Sometimes you get it for 10 cents if you know. But these taste like fresh noodles, man. And I'm addicted to them. I bought like 9 packs. I went to Walmart over the weekend. You know, had time to get a little errands in. Felt good. That looked a lot better in my head. But yeah, Walmart, bro. There's like no food in Walmart. Crazy. To be honest, that's why I'm eating chicken drumsticks. Because I have to go to another store to get all my protein. I only had a couple of things left in my freezer that I kind of like bought when they were on sale. And if y'all know, drumsticks are like super cheap. Like a pack with like 12 of them is like $3 and change, you know. And this is just the way I like to eat them. I used to cook them on the bone, but I only do that if I'm making them like a stew or like a soup or something like that. It's a little time consuming. I'm sorry about that, but it's just better. And I still need to get the taste of yesterday's disco fries on them. That was like, if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I did a diner, disco fries, or like a New Jersey thing in diners. Fries are cheese and gravy. It's not poutine. I know there's always, I can fight like 20 Canadians over the years about this. And I don't know why it's even like an argument. I don't know, but I haven't had bad disco fries in a long time that I couldn't eat. Like, not bad. And I feel bad, you know, when I tell small businesses or when I post and I don't like things. I'm not the type of person that likes to like be negative. I just don't, you know, I'm not built like that. I know people will always just be honest. I am. That's the problem. I am being honest. It tastes like shit, so I said it. Like, you know what I mean? But I never feel, it doesn't make me happy to say that. Like, you have to give an honest review, and I don't say it, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, that was fucking awful. I know there's some people that do that, you know, they try to be, I don't like to put people down, and somebody cooked that, and I know it wasn't good, but if you watch the video, I kind of said it in a manner of like, I've had a lot of disco fries, and these are like some of the worst, but I could have been a lot, like, more of a jerk about it, but that's not who I am, you know. I'm never going to be the type of person that like wants to be negative like that, you know. I understand that that's like a trend these days, you know, and this is the internet. We all know how the internet can be, but especially with small businesses, you know, diners are privately owned. They're not, even the bigger ones, they're not like this giant, you know, they are nice as hell though, but I've always said it, people like think I like too much stuff. But if I like it, I like it. You know, if I don't like it, I'm going to say it. And most of you guys that are watching right now kind of know that, because I have laid into some places over the time. But for me, Doesn't feel good. And, oh, with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to an episode of I Got Time Today, because me not being a negative person doesn't mean that I'm supposed to sit here and be somebody's punching bag when people are trying to be tough on the internet. So I'd like to introduce you to a person who commented on a video yesterday, and I usually don't do this, but today I had time. So this is an episode of I've Got Time. I guess this says like I Blake I. How you doing if you're watching? Thank you for watching. You want to be a tough person, so you want attention, we'll give it to you today. I say this with love because I don't really care, but I found it funny. And it says, could of, that's could of, you meant could have, we'll get to that in a second, just heated up the fries bozo. You meant bozo. Damn, bro. I'm guessing because it's Blake and maybe not a guy. You could be a woman. If you're a woman, I apologize. Human. Was that necessary? So I felt like I had to draw a little attention to that and kind of, because there's a couple people that did say things like that. If you listen to what I said in the video, I didn't think it tasted good. Now, other reviews I've done, I have said things like, I will give myself the L because of the temperature. That's not something they can control, but the taste is good, but the texture is off. That was not the case with these fries. I legitimately, if you watch it, and people who did can probably attest to it, I lifted up just and looked at it and went, because the sauce was a weird color. That is not going to change if you heat it up. And then I tasted it anyway, and the taste was awful. I've eaten cold disco fries on the channel a ton of times, and they're delicious. So, I'm pretty sure I said that yesterday. It didn't taste good. I think it said something along the lines that it tasted like sewer water. It's kind of rude. It kind of smelled like sewer water. I wasn't even trying to be rude. It's just what it was. So, Mr. Bozo, or Mrs., here's the attention that you ordered. If anybody else would like to come in the comments and say some weird stuff to me, if I have time that day, and you would like to have me say some stuff back, I'll say it. Because my issue with that, what was the point of that? I try to get in the mind of people, especially people like this, because in my opinion, if you watch someone's video, because the fries are all the way at the damn end, maybe you made the fries. If you did, throw that sauce out. So, you went all the way to the end of the video, because the fries were the last thing I tried. And you decided to call another adult, I don't know if you're an adult, you could be a child, maybe, on the internet a bozo for eating French fries. And if you are an adult, you really need to go back to school. Or maybe I can help you. Look at me. This is for your own benefit. Some people want attention. I'm just going to give it to them today. We got time. Look at me. Could've is a contraction. What that means in the English language is you take two words and you combine them into one, and then you omit. That means get rid of certain letters and then add an apostrophe to show that you were using a contraction to shorthand. Now, could've is a short version of could have. And if you want to learn how to utilize proper grammar with contractions, the easiest way would be to take the entire word apart and then put it in the sentence. I know this might be over your head, but I'm trying to help, like, you know, past English class. So what you were saying was could've, and you meant it as if, let's take the word apart together, okay? I wish I had like a diagram here to help, but you could have heated up the fries. You get it? You could have, not could of, because that is grammatically stupid. You feel me? So, it's the same thing as should have and should have, right? Or can't and cannot. Okay? These are contractions. We learned this, I don't know, was it like 3rd grade? 4th grade? Maybe you are in 3rd grade. If so, look, keep at your books. It comes with time. Not everybody gets it right away. I didn't. I did. But some people don't. That's not a big deal. It doesn't make anybody less or better than you. I'm just trying to help you because one day you're going to have to write those words for somebody. And they're going to laugh. Or maybe you'll go to college or high school or I don't know what you went. But that's not the issue. The issue would be maybe like a job interview or something. Like you're going to need to have these. You know, one day, hopefully, or not, you might have children, and they might ask you for help with their homework. And if you don't know, you don't want your kids to show you up. You know, and I'm not saying that in a rude way, just in a matter-of-fact statement. And with that being said, I don't know how old you are, but this goes for anybody who's on the internet trolling. Do you want your children to do that too? Like, I go to sports games, another one, right? Go to sports games and in athlete events, right? And people, grown men in their 40s, 50s, 30s, will yell at a 22-year-old athlete some obscene stuff with their children with them. Like, is that the example that you want to set? Like, one of the reasons why I stopped cursing as much on the internet, I still do, I'm not perfect, but I changed my subject matter a lot. You know, I make innuendos. Nickelodeon makes innuendos. I watched a lot of 90s cartoons. I didn't realize Rocko's Modern Life. I never watched that. You know what Rocko's job was? Look it up. You know what he did for a living? He was a phone operator for adults. You feel me? Look it up. Not a joke. So I'll make suggestions because, you know, adults watch too. And my videos are tagged as not for children. Every content creator on YouTube has to do that. You know, anytime I make a video, it says this video is not made for kids. So, if you're a teenager, I can understand that. And I hope you are. You know, anybody who's doing that stuff. I think when you get to a certain age, though, let's say 21. If you're over the age of 21 and you're trolling people on the internet, and what do I mean by trolling? You can make comments, like, that's different. But, like, burner accounts, making rude comments for no particular reason, like, calling a grown man a bozo for not heating up his, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have kids one day. And kids are watching. How would you feel if somebody did that to your children? People, oh, kids are too soft. I don't think so. Do I agree that in certain aspects we have become a little soft? Certain ones. Minute amount of things. I don't think there's anything wrong with trying not to offend people. I don't. Personally. I don't like to offend people. So, I don't. Right? Like I said, I felt bad saying the fries sucked. So, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you. The soft people are the trolls. That means, to me, if you really want to be tough, go outside and say that to somebody's face. Now you tough, because there's going to be some action. Anybody can be tough on the internet. That is nothing. It's real easy to hide behind the phone. Me and whoever trolls me will, odds are, never cross paths. Now I understand that I'm a child from the 1990s. And I hate being that back in my day person, because that's weird people shit. But back in my day, the 2002, cyberbullying was in its infant stages. So, when you talked about somebody, right, you was in school, and you talked about somebody, everybody knew that you had to put your name on something. Well, maybe when I say that is, if I was talking crap about somebody in school, I had to be willing to understand that there were consequences for that. Because there's a very high probability that it's going to get back to them. You had to be ready for the fact that somebody was probably going to try to fight you if they heard you was talking. And y'all settled it. And from there, you either shut up because you got beat up, or you continue to talk because you beat that person up. But there was going to be a confrontation. These days, you know, there's a lot of people who have burner accounts and spam accounts and, you know, second accounts, and just so they can run them out. Like, I believe, and I have no problem saying this, if you do that, you have your own internal problems. Like you have a bad mentality. Like you probably have underlying issues that you're not happy in life, which is why I don't try to respond to people like that. But I do feel like people need to understand there's consequences for being an asshole. If you would like to get embarrassed by somebody or you like attention in a negative way, like why why do that? Is that what you're looking for? You know, like what's the best case scenario of talking shit to somebody on the internet? You know? People play, oh, we're too sensitive. No, see, it's not the people that are getting talked to that are too sensitive. To me, it's the people that are talking. Because it's like putting a mask on and running your mouth. Like, you're, like, why are you hiding your identity then if you're so, like, tough? You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of era didn't start till, like, the 2010s. In the 2000s, internet existed, but, like, it wasn't big enough to the point, like, if somebody was running it, this is a true story, too, I'll give you one. I had 2 teammates in college that was fighting on Facebook. Arguing back and forth, changing his status and shit. And one of them was really like chirping, bro. He said, you know, to this, you know, MF on site, finna blah, blah, all kinds of stuff. So I said, oh, I gotta be here when this pop off, because y'all gonna have to see each other. That's why I was okay with it, because I knew they had to come back to the locker room, right? We was home for the summer. Like, you get like a break between the spring semester before like summer workout and summer classes pop off. You probably get like a month sometimes, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending if you have summer classes. Now he was writing in caps. You know how caps is. Caps is tough guy talk. You typing in caps like, oh wait, all right, get back. So I really thought he was with the shits. The one who was doing the chirping the most was a wide receiver. He was talking to a defensive lineman. Now, defensive lineman, I'm not joking with you, was about 6'5", 270, 280 pounds. He was a big guy. But hey, that don't mean nothing. In the end of the fight, I get that. I'm from the trenches. He's from the trenches. That's what he said. Okay, blah, blah, cool. Hey. But he said it. We could settle this when you get me big. And he said it and put in caps on the status, bro. And you don't do that. In my head, I'm going, he better hope he talking to us. So anyway, long story short, in the summer, we used to have this pool. The swimming pool, but in the apartment complex. And everybody hung out at the swimming pool in the apartment complex, right? It was always like just during the day, like in between like summer workouts and stuff, people would just be chilling. Like some people, like they're drinking beers. I didn't do that shit. Sometimes I did, but I don't count. Anyway, so he was there, the dude that was chirping, right? This other dude, he wasn't really talking a lot. But he pulled up. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, when this man turned white, to do that trip, because he pulled up, got about the car, walking real slow, looked like Debo from Friday. And he said, "What's up?" Dude face turned white. He said, "Do something." He's talking, and he went to a table, and they started like Tom and Jerry, bro. They were chasing each other around a goddamn table. They never fought. Because the dude that wasn't talking was like, man, you just don't tell him anything he didn't say. He basically was like, oh, you was just running your mouth. You ain't really about it. You know, I better not hear no other shit. And the other dude didn't say shit after that. He never ran his mouth on the internet again. That was in the like I said, this was before 2010. It was like 2008. No, still. So I like that. In the 2010s is when the COD lobbies popped off. Xbox Live, PlayStation Live. If y'all was around for that, them lobbies was the trenches, bro. People just got real bold in them lobbies. They were saying all kinds of stuff. That's where it kind of started. People started hiding behind the internet, phone screens and stuff. Which is like, again, I'm just not the type that's going to run my mouth unless there's really an issue. And who got an issue with somebody on the internet? That's what I'm saying. So to me, you really the one with the problem. People that's like, oh, it's the internet. That's you, bro. Like, I'm minding my business. You know what I'm saying? Like, people might say athletes are too sensitive but they're getting heckled in the stands. To me, the issue is the heckler. It's not the athlete. It's the people in the stands that are the issue. I don't care if you paid to see the game. It doesn't tell. Some of the stuff people be saying, talking about people's kids and stuff, like grown men, bro. Like, come on now. To me, that's the heckler's issue. Like, I get it. You hate your existence, but don't you feel like you should put your energy towards something better than just running your mouth to somebody? Because it's never going to change the fact that you fucking hate your life. Like, I'm just being real. Like, I see shit I don't like every day. I probably said it a billion times. I just keep scrolling. Because what the fuck does that got to do with me? You know? It's not about being soft. To me, it's soft if you walked up to me in real life and said half the shit you said. Like, if Bozo Man walked up to me in real life and said, you should have heated it up, Bozo. Now we got a problem. Now we can go somewhere with this, but I can't do nothing, and you know that. I'm not going to touch you. You know what I'm saying? That's like fans. That's why I don't people say they want to. In the early days, I don't remember what damn year it was. This is before HD televisions, I believe. I wasn't that old, but I remember it. They called it Malice in the Palace. The Pacers. The Pistons. Somebody said something to Ron Artest. Ron Artest is from Queensbridge, bro. He said something a little too familiar, and then he threw a beer at Ron Artest, and Ron Artest went up in the stands and whooped this dude's ass. He got suspended for the whole season. And y'all might not know about him. Man who went by the name of Steven Jackson went up in the stands and whooped dude's ass. They were suspended for a whole season after that. And I said, nah, them boys deserved it. You can't just throw a beer. And this is the equivalent of internet trolling to me. The fan in the stands thought, I paid to come in here, I can do what I want. And Ron Artest and Steven Jackson said, not today. So he went up in the stands, they ran up in it, and beat the hell out of dude. And the dude deserved the ass whooping, if you ask me. I bet he won't throw a damn beer at nobody anymore. Bet he remember that day. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And I've been in too many damn fights as a young person. I don't want to fight nobody anymore. I'm too old for that shit. It ain't cute. Fighting ain't cool. Anybody who walks around looking for fights, like, for what? They ain't gonna get you nowhere in life. So, to me, it's the people who run their mouth on the internet. Like, yeah, you cool. You probably can call me a bozo. But to me, if you was really tough, someone call somebody a bozo, call them that in real life. Put your name on it, right? Then you can say whatever you want. But people on the internet, they're only saying the shit they say because they know there's not going to be any consequences for it. Whether that be getting in trouble or getting beat up, right? I've seen people trolling Mike Tyson, bro. People on Mike Tyson's Instagram account running their mouth. I wouldn't say nothing to Mike Tyson in real life. And they wouldn't say nothing to Mike Tyson in real life. Mike Tyson's not soft. Mike Tyson will whoop your ass. He whooped my ass. I can't take a punch from Mike Tyson. I'm not stupid. So, with that being said, I'm not going to run my mouth. And I don't run my mouth to anybody because I'm not trying to fight. It doesn't matter whether you can beat me up or not. You feel me? So I don't get that. It's not about being sensitive. It's about what's going through your head to say shit like this to another person. Especially, like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm the coolest person in the world. But I'm chill, bro. I don't run my mouth talking shit about anybody. I'm eating food and you get mad at me. Like, you're mad at another person eating food on the internet. Like, you think I'm soft? Yes, I make content. That does not give anybody the right to be a tough guy. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing. I'm not saying I'm Ron Artest because I'm not. I don't want to fight nobody. I'm not here to fight. I'm done. If I'm retired, I put my boxing gloves and all that shit up years ago. I'm not here for that. Now, as a person who's been in a lot of fights when I was younger, I didn't get $1 for that. I didn't get an ounce of anything. The only time you should have to fight, you shouldn't have to eat in your eating, but the only time you be posted is like if you locked up, that's different. You got a damn choice. But we free. And I know that the person saying that, like, could you, I just, there's a truth too, and I'm gonna get out of here after this, because there's no vegetables left. The truth is, what the hell do people think? And it'd be like, how did that transpire that somebody decided to say some shit like that to me? And again, I'm not in any way, I know people that are probably, oh, he probably, I'm not mad, bro. Like, I'm chill, like, it didn't fucking affect me. It doesn't change my life, bro. Like, I legitimately don't care, but it always baffles me, and I feel like it's easier to open up dialogue and talk about it. Like, I think people need to understand shit like that. Just because I'm opening up and talking about a subject, you gave me content. I'm talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you for watching. Let the ads run. Like, I'm not mad, bro. Come back, bro. I'm not gonna block you. Come back and watch. I hope you're watching. But my point is this. What goes through people's head when they do shit like this? Because I know when I see shit I don't like, I be like, oh, that's fucking, I keep going. But you be watching and you be like, damn, he's like fries. You go, oh, you gonna talk about the fries? Like, why are you defending the fries, bro? Like, what's the problem? Why are you so mad, bro? That's my thing. I be thinking that. When people get mad at my page specifically, like, I get it. You know, I'm talking, I'm fucking smiling all the time. Like, fuck me. Okay, fine. Like, you mad. Like, it's weird, but you're mad. I'm legitimately, like, I'm not sitting here being like, yo, I'm fucking better than you. Fucking, I'm eating some food, bro, and talking about it. That makes you mad. Like, damn, you watched 25 minutes of anger. Fuck, thank you. But my point is, you was like, you know what I'm gonna do? Fuck, I'm gonna put my could have heated up the fries, bozo. That's where you went with it? I'd never been there, bro. Could never be me. I'm trying to understand. Like, I watch streamers, I watch content creators, I have friends that are content creators, and when I see people, like, talking shit, I'm just like, could never be me, bro. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, why are you mad? You know? I watch people play FIFA online, streaming, and people stream snipe, which means they, like, wait till they enter a game so that they can enter against them and beat them, and then they come in the chat and they're like, oh, fucking beat you, you suck. Like, this man gets paid to stream, bro. You're helping. Why are you? Is that why you're mad? Maybe that's why they're mad. Are you mad because the dude because he gets to play a video game and he can, like, live off of it? Is that what it is? Like, like, I'm not even being funny because I'm like, could you imagine, like, I tell you this, I'm so grateful. This is not a joke. I'm just, like, I'm so grateful that people watch me, bro. Like, I say it all the time. Like, I fucking love you. Like, this is awesome. Like, I get to make content about food that I enjoy. And, you know, I'm not rich and I don't make a fucking ton of money doing it, but, like, I make enough to pay for my food now. You know, like, and, like, if that never changes, if I stay right here, bro, I'd be so happy. That's real. Like, I'd be super happy. Like, but is that why you're mad? Because I get to eat a sandwich and people, like, watch me eat it? Because I'm grateful for it. So I guess if I was on the other side of the fence, I would. But the difference between me and you, and just being honest, just like anybody who, like, is an internet, like, tough person, like, that doesn't make me envious or mad. It makes me say, damn, like, that's dope. I should do something like that. And that's my point. Like, I don't have a hater mentality, so when people do shit like that, like, I'm just like, why don't you just take that same in you and, like, do something with it? You know what I mean? I'm not being rude. Like, do something. Like, you're that dedicated to sit here and run your mouth on the internet. Like, you could, like, make content talking shit. I don't know. Like, do something, bro, because you could. You get it? Like, if you're that passionate, because passion is what it's about. I'm passionate about food. I love this shit. I do. I get excited. I ran up on a dude in the palace, the pallets to get some ice cream, bro. And that I was like, W. Like, that's not a joke. I got and there's another, I'm telling you, because I'm leading after this, but I got the Oreos, the 110 anniversary joints. I got them. Like, I'm happy about that, right? You know what I'm saying? I got something else too. It's in the trunk of my car. I don't know what it is, but that makes me happy. New food finds, you know, like, trying shit, that makes me happy. And the fact that I get to share it with you guys, and it's actually like a pseudo profession, it means, like, fake profession, that's a dub. And is that why you're mad? Like, you can do it too. It's like, I'm not fucking special, you know what I'm saying? But the difference between me and you, and I'm not joking about this, but there's other people that have said, like, listen, I watch your videos and I'm making content. Like, that's awesome. Do that. Steal my shit. Take my content. I don't even care. But do something with it, because I don't want to make you mad. I want to make you, like, whether we happy or like hungry or making content, shit, I hope that y'all blow up and I blow up and we can make content because we don't have to go to work tomorrow. That'd be dope. But that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hate, like, do something. You know, like, don't be the ones on the internet talking about, oh, like, I hate The Rock, he's not like this, or, oh, I hate Tom Brady, or, oh, like go throw a ball, or go lift a weight, or I don't know, like, take an acting class, I don't know, something. Like, and my point is, no matter what it is, if you're, like, that unhappy, like, projecting that shit onto other people is not going to change that fact. So, like, do something with that energy. You get what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, like, everybody's passionate about something. Like, do something about it. Because, like, otherwise you're just going to be fucking mad for the rest of your life, and that's not fun. I'm not perfect, I have bad days like everybody else, but I'm a relatively happy person because I get to do things that I love every single day, and that's my, like living. That's a dub. You know what I mean? And that doesn't make me special. It just means I did something. I didn't have to turn the camera on one day and start talking to an inanimate object, but I did because I love this shit and I want to show y'all how much I love it. Anyway, y'all get it. We'll do some more. Like, seriously, I don't want to answer negative comments, so I don't want to just, like, inspire people to be fucking rude to me. I'll probably try to answer more comments that are, like, constructive, you know? But I love y'all, man. Y'all know the vibes. We'll be back in the kitchen tomorrow. I got my recipes lined up and we're doing things. I love y'all. We keep rolling. Really, not from an angry place, man. I promise y'all. Like, y'all see me. I love it. I love it. Seriously. We back tomorrow. More content. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.